What if you woke up tomorrow morning super energized and ready to be the best version of you in your corporate job or business? That dream business that you wanted, that dream path for that corporate position, only to feel so freaking creative, lit up, and excited about going to work every day. What would that be like? If that's something that would be interesting to you, hi, my name is Jen. I'm the founder and owner of Laughing Lotus Wellness, purpose coach and expert. And what I do is work with middle-aged women who are super successful, but feeling super disconnected from their purpose. Maybe they're even wondering like, what the hell they're doing here? What's the point anyway? And so what we do in our work, in order to get to that spot of feeling creative and excited and enthusiastic, which we're going to be talking about today in a minute, we are going to get clarity around how you got where you are, where you want to go, and the steps we need to take to get there. And whether that means staying where you are in the format that you're working in, or whether we change things up a little bit to kind of get you just in that right space for you and where you're going, that's what we take a look at. And so I will tell you, as a clinician of over 20 years in the field of social work, I know that it's so crucial to look at all of the layers of someone's being. And it's one of the things that actually promoted my moving more into this wellness modality, if you will, because what I was finding was that talking and spending time in the thoughts and emotions primarily as a form of service wasn't exactly getting people to where I wanted them to go. So today we're going to identify a couple of things that we can do that are super supportive in the journey to like living into that purpose, to harvesting vitality and energy. Drum roll, please. Doesn't that sound freaking amazing? Like, I'm not even kidding. I'm like lit up because I'm excited because this is such a fun subject to me. So vitality and energy, what in the hell does that mean? That means we're really looking at the things in our lives that bring us this internal fire and energy and enthusiasm. So I really want you to think like the excitement that you might feel when you are going for a really awesome run if you're a runner. We're talking about completing a meditation that we're super excited about sharing with people. So wherever it is that you get super lit up and you feel really vital, alive, like you, every single cell is on fire. That's what we're really looking at doing. Why do we want to do that on the path of purpose? Because there's so much connected to the energy of how we show up to things. And if I look and sound vital, right? If I am excited and enthusiastic and I've got this great energy, there is something so magnetic about it. And when we're living in that way, also it tends to signal to us that we're living in great alignment with where we're going. And so if you're in a place where you're like, Jen, right? Like because I hear you, I feel you, right? COVID, all that, people are like making big transitions in their lives in a million different ways. And it can be really tiring. And so I think many of us show up each day feeling really depleted. And so I really want us to tap into what makes you feel vital? What brings you inspired and expansive energy? Is it places? Is it people? Are you introverted? Are you extroverted? I want you to really begin to look at your life and figure out where you feel the most excited and the most lit up. And I want you to do more of that consistently. So important. Because even if we're on our path to purpose, but we're not feeling like we've quite arrived yet, these things generate expansiveness in us, right? So things that make us feel really vital can actually be huge sources of inspiration, right? So like, yo, who does not need some inspiration in their lives? Am I right? So this is kind of one of those things that whether we do it to keep feeling as motivated, inspired, or we need to kind of dive into it again because we're maybe kind of feeling stuck. This is a huge tool for tapping into something that's really magnificent, because the things that light you up won't light somebody else up, right? And so even bringing that awareness forward of like, oh, what really gets me super stoked and fired up? I don't care what it is. Creating stuff, making stuff on a Cricut machine. Maybe you're like that mad woman that's like, you know, mad scientist and you're creating cool like mugs and shirts and stuff on your Cricut. Maybe it's helping people on their business, getting them inspired, moving in the right direction again. Yoga, it doesn't matter what your thing is. It's just tapping into that and spending time in places that actually allow us to feel really vital, inspired, and excited. Again, energy begets energy. If we know we're creative energy, the more we're in places and things that really light us up, the more we take that in, the more we're likely to become into alignment with the whole of the purpose of what we're doing here, okay? And so it's just kind of paving the path, right? It's why I use that language, like preparing yourself. Harvesting vitality and energy means finding the places that we're gonna be able to drum that up. So I want you to look back. What have I been harvesting? What in my life have I been pulling in that make me vital and vivacious and excited and energized and energetic? And the things that kind of like, again, bring inspiration, okay? That's one. Second is breath work. We're gonna do a little bit of breath work. So what we wanna do is also engage in harvesting and creating breath. Breath inspires all things, my friends. It can inspire everything from being so relaxed to really like lit up on the inside and feeling really alive in your cells, right? And so today we're gonna do just a short breath work. So what I invite you to do today, typically I'm all about like tapping into relaxation and stress relief, and I know that. So if you're super stressed, this is not the exercise for you today. But if you're not, if you're like, I could use some more focus, what I wanna do is invite you to just begin to breathe in, inhaling in and out through the nostrils only if you can. And what I want you to do is begin to really deepen the inhale, which is the opposite of what I normally teach. So I'm going to deepen the inhale, pause for a minute, and then exhale it out. Inhale in, elongating that inhale, pausing for a moment, exhaling it out. One more time. Nice long inhale. Pausing, exhaling it out. Okay, so what we're doing is beginning to actually awaken the energy centers in our body. And we're like, hey, there's something happening in here. And it's going to increase warmth in your body. It's going to increase your heart rate just a little bit. This shouldn't be like a workout. But what we're doing is we're really bringing in internal awareness and a little bit of fire and energy. And what happens is this would be a great practice. Let's say we're at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, right? You're like, tapped out. I had my ham Sammy and now I'm exhausted, right? And I don't want to have another cup of coffee or a can of pop. Okay, do some of this, elongating that inhale. Bringing that focused awareness and breath is actually going to help you feel more focused. So this is a great like mid-afternoon or late morning. You're like, right? And my donuts worn off. Please don't eat donuts every day, right? But like, let's say you did, and like all of a sudden you're kind of starting to feel like a crash. Doing breath in the reverse is really powerful, and it just increases that energy and vitality on the inside of your body. That's going to help you kind of like get back in the game, so to speak. All right. So I'm going to tell you what, I would love to invite you to head over. If this was helpful and you'd like to keep digging in and understanding that path to purpose a little more deeply, I have a free gift for you. If you head over to my website, laughinglotuswellness.com, again, that's laughinglotuswellness.com, right on my very front page, there is a free path to purpose gift for you. So go check that out and see if that can kind of support this journey of moving into harvesting your goodness, harvesting vitality, right? We all need this. This is like one of my very favorite things to do. You can tell because my body language and my hand gestures, everything's lit up because it's like one of my favorite things to do. So anyway, I just want to encourage you to go over, check out that free gift. Tap into harvesting that vitality and energy, my friends. I guarantee you that it's going to feel magnetic, and you're going to continue to feel more of it as you build it, because again, like energy likes energy. So it's super powerful. So signing off for today, guys, this is Jen supporting you on your path to purpose, and we'll see you next time.